Yesterday they tried to burn my car. They burned the car from a friend. But some people, they are against us. They are burning already cars from us.
Tell us more about the persecution and what happened to you starting this movement, and can you give us more details about the car thing, because that's fascinating.
Yeah, so from the first day we started this movement, I was saying the Federal Reserve Act is a really bad act, and in Germany it's like a code for Nazis. So, but I didn't know this and I wasn't into it, so I said, hey guys, the Fed is bad. And then they start smashing on me, like the whole media, many media companies, television, print media, all the same, like really, really hardcore stuff written about me, all lies and nothing was, I have never been something like Nazi or stuff like this. You know, I'm a skydiver, I'm a professional skydiver. The last 10 years I was jumping out of planes with Jewish people, with Muslims, with Buddhism people, with every culture and nation, so I don't have any separation. It's one world, you know. But to save this world we have to change things in the system. It's a systematic problem. It's not a problem here in Germany, it's not a problem in Greece, it's not a problem in America, it's a system problem, and the system is it's worldwide.
Can you tell us what happened to your car, or what your...
Okay, it wasn't my car. I've been yesterday. I went to Leipzig because we have about 100 demonstration on Monday in different cities in whole Germany. In Switzerland and Austria they are joining us already, so it's a really growing movement nearly worldwide. Spain is joining. I have some Skype talks with Arizona and stuff like this, so even the states want to cooperate with us. So, and yesterday before I went to this event in Leipzig, already in the internet they wrote something like, if Lars Meerholz comes to Leipzig we destroy his car or stuff like this, you know. Someone wrote this in the internet, you know, like now there is a letter written who is saying, okay, we did it, so, but we don't know if it's really or not really, you know, like it's a difficult situation. The police is telling us it was like self-burning, like without reason, just get in flames. Like, I don't think this, you know, like I really think someone burnt this car. It looks like a professional action, and they really tried to get my car, but it wasn't my car, so anyway. But it was a car of a good friend of mine. He is still stuck in Leipzig, so they are destroying lives with something like this. You know, we go here on the places for peace and freedom, and they are like burning our cars. What comes next? You know, it's really strange. Maybe it's system arranged. So it's so crazy because the police today says it's just started burning without any reason. You know, like it's a bit crazy. Yeah.
So the police officially said that the car just burned itself somehow.
Yes, right.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So who do you think is doing this and why?
I mean, look, the government from Leipzig probably doesn't want like a terrorism attack during the day in the cities. You know, like the government would say, okay, like we don't know. We don't want to know what actually happened. Probably something like this, maybe, because it's like a terroristic attack. If you burn cars in the middle of the day on a crowded place in a city, I mean, really, this car could have blown up, really. So what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's insane. Is there anything you want to tell us that the mainstream media is not covering? Is there anything the mainstream media is not saying that you want out there or should know about what you're doing and what you're organizing?
The mainstream media, for example, is not saying that the German government is doing business with fascism in the Ukraine. You know, like there is fascism government in the Ukraine, and the United States and Germany are supporting it. And look back in history, we already have had this, and you know what happened, so we have to stop this. That's just a small thing. I could tell you more about finance and business and all this stuff, but this is the most important thing in the moment.
Very, very well said. Is there anything else you want to say to the audience out there?
That the banking system is taking everything what you have. They will take your house, they will take your ground, they will take the ground from countries. Look in Mexico, the government cannot pay his rates for the credits, and they are losing ground, they are losing companies, all government owned. So the banking system in this world in the moment is a part of taking everything from the private people and from the government, so that we are, in the end of this game, we are having a banking dictatorship in this planet.
Is there a specific solution or answer that you're calling for?
It's hard to make a global solution. First, it would be important to have millions of people on the street screaming with one voice that they want one thing. For example, the end of the Federal Reserve Act. Imagine 10 million people in Germany or in Europe, 10 million people in Russia, maybe 10 million people in America, and 10 million people in China, wherever. Imagine like 50 million people on the streets in the cities at the same time, at the same day, saying no, we don't want this system anymore. This could make a change. They have to hear of us then.
There's a drone, an unmanned drone flew over here. It's training, it's urban warfare. Identify yourself, fully loaded assault rifles.
Go across the street, sir. I understand legally, constitutionally, I do not have to go. Let me call the phone. Yeah. This is a public sidewalk. I know my rights like the back of my hand, and there's nothing in the penal code that says that you can't film on a public sidewalk. That's not the only. All right, listen.